go, Australia, with the latest edition of Lawn Care Skull Sessions with my co-host, the bearded lawnsman. How you going, butter?
Good, man. How you doing?
Not too bad. A little flat today.
Yeah, it's weird. Hopefully, look, I'm looking out the window right now and I'm seeing some fluff in the sky.
Yeah, apparently, look, over the next couple of days, we have, 40% chance each day of some moisture.
Yeah.
So, we'll take anything, right?
Yeah, bros. Definitely. Like, I've had so many people reaching out to me just like, what the fuck do I do? I'm like, I'm in the same boat, but here's some things.
Yeah, and I've had some good comments too, about things that we've kind of pushed, just throughout our time on the podcast, which have paid off for some of those contractors, which is good. We can touch on that later. But all of this stuff, it does lead us to our topic today.
Yeah.
We'll get there in a minute. What else has been happening? Industry talk, pal.
Look, I got some good news. I got an email from the big man, Duncan himself. We have some dates on the new Skag gear that's coming through.
Okay, cool. Before we do that, do you want to explain who Duncan is? Because not everyone knows.
Okay, so Duncan is the owner of International Mowers. Now, I dealt a lot with Rob. Rob's gone, so hopefully Duncan and my relationship can blossom as well with Andrew Triffett in the middle. He has taken over from Rob, and maybe we can make like a little Skag sandwich. I'd love to be the meat, but I think
you're more of a bun guy.
If I'm going to be anything, I'm going to be the top bun because I got the curves.
I'll probably be like the lettuce, just useless, tastes like
no,
shit.
Mate, if it's lettuce like you and your fucking chicken burgers, you'll just scrape it off and you'll be the cuck in the corner. Speaking about cucks, I was lucky enough to go up to Harvey Bay for the weekend for my birthday, and we had a unit in Urangan before we actually went to our main destination. And I walked into the fucking bedroom and there was the biggest cuck chair I've ever seen in my life.
They all have a little cuck chair.
Dude, it wasn't little. It blocked off like the whole bedside table and everything. It was literally it was the cuck room. It must be on the website or something. So I use that. Sorry about that. But yeah, Skag news. Everybody's been hitting me up about the new V-Ride XL. It got released at GIE accidentally a little bit before GIE by me. But it is looking to be here about March next year. So 25 grand plus GST. I'm guessing that's for the 52. It comes in a 61 and a 72. Every option is a big block. So you've got your 40 horsepower Vanguard, 38.5 Quacker, and 38 Kohler. All excellent options.
And is the dually only available on the 72? Or can you get dualies on the 61 as well?
I think you can get it on all of them.
Okay, because that'd be pretty gangster.
Yeah, because, there's not... Still, again, it was only like this is what's coming sort of thing. So I didn't get all the information again, but that's the information I've got. There's also a 36-inch turf storm coming, which is like your sprayer spreader.
Yep.
There is no price, or I think maybe we'll see it next year, hopefully. The Jackal is a mid-year product and not sure when it's going to roll through, but it's powered by a Kubota. It's made all in-house. I did have a couple of questions like, is that rebranded? I was like, nah, it's actually made in the Beaver Dam plant, so made sure of that. A couple other little bits and pieces. The Freedom is going to get a new seat. It's going to be like a spring seat, and the Cheetah has also changed up their seat. Now, I'll be interested to see what it's like because they say it's like the Turf Tiger seat. They're both relatively, the same sort of comfort level, but I just think the Cheetah seat, the one that I've got, looks pretty gangster. It looks like a Mack truck seat. So I'll be interested to see what seat they've put on it. And that's Skag news for this week.
Beauty. I can't wait to see the XL.
Yeah.
I was a little bit bummed that battery V-Ride still looks ugly as fuck. The bonnet.
Hey,
what's going on with them?
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
What have they done with the bonnet? Nothing.
One of your dogs is just fucking walking around outside.
Dude, how did it get out there?
I don't know. Magic?
Oh, well, I can't do anything.
Yeah. It's too late.
What's the time? Oh, Vicky's got 20 minutes.
Fuck. Yeah. He'll be
well,
out there.
Yeah,
Just yell out the window.
He's not the aggressive one.
Oh, that's good. Sweet as. Something else I didn't tell you about. We have a competition. Thank you to the Lawn Shed. They've hooked us up with a $200 voucher. All you have to do is follow our potty, give us a review, and then go over and sign up for their trade account. It's a free sign up. So just make sure you sign up under the Lawn Care Skull Sessions podcast, and you go in the running to win a $200 voucher.
Damn, and that could be really useful now.
Yeah, well, man,
with their list.
Yeah, I just spent like $600 there yesterday, so
Oh, wow.
I just got heaps of just granular wetter and a few other things. I got a big 10-litre stadium.
And we get a kickback from that too, right?
Yeah. Thanks, me.
I want to talk about kickbacks for a quick second. This is straight off the dome.
Yeah.
I saw some thread, man. It got really out of hand really quickly. And I'm not going to dive too much into it, but there was something brought up about kickbacks.
Yeah.
And how, influencers, are somehow wrongfully plugging particular products to get kickbacks. And I just want people to understand that these products already exist, right?
Yeah.
But they're just using key people in the industry to promote that. And whether you like it or not, certain people in the industry carry influence.
Yeah.
And, I know how this sounds, but, BJ and I are two of those people where we have a platform that we've created and it's different to your everyday contractor.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, there was like all this shit going on in this thread and everyone's, like, they get a kickback. And they weren't even talking about us.
Yeah.
I don't think they
I'm
were.
surprised I didn't even get fucking tagged.
No, well, I mean, I kind of just saw it and like my very first comment was, hey, if you buy from the Lawn Shed, I'll get a kickback, which a few people laughed at, but it's true.
Yeah.
Like, same with bad workwear. Like we, obviously it's a workwear brand.
Yeah.
It's a good option for people in our industry.
And it's a fucking affordable option too.
It's a really affordable option. And so, yeah, I mean, I think some people get tied up a little bit in like who's getting what, rah, rah, rah. And
Well, I think people think, they're just fucking doing it. Like it takes a lot to build a presence, especially a social media presence in a very niche market. Like, you got, people sell beauty products and all this other shit on Instagram, but, it's quite easy because their demographic is right there. Like people are always hunting. Like I know my wife, she follows specific people because they have the codes that she wants to use. Like,
oh man, absolutely.
so, and why wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you go and hunt down an extra 10% off here and an extra 15% off there? It's, it's out there. Like even P&O cruises, there's fucking couples that get free cruises to promote cruises.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, like I understand if like, like if you had a contractor who was like, let's say they were working with Ryobi or something.
Yeah.
And they're like plugging these $140 pieces of shit or something. Like I get that, but that's really not what's happening out there.
No.
Like people, I mean, most influencers that I know, they're pretty honest in the sense that they're not really going to put their name on something that is just either not the best or not in content. Not in contention. Like at least in that conversation for the best, the best product.
Yeah.
So look, it was just something on my mind. That quick sidebar that. Just because people have codes doesn't mean that there's anything fishy going on.
No, man.
You know what I mean?
There's some weird things you see though. There are times where you see people like, oh, this is the best fucking machine ever, blah blah blah, and then when it comes time for them to get a new machine, they're like, oh yeah, but I bought this, and it's like, Hey, didn't you just say this was the best machine ever and then you've bought this?
Yeah. I mean,
like a
it's,
fucking,
yeah.
it's a bit of a flip-flop.
It's kind of the same thing with that thread about, American pickups and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, everyone's free to make their own choice at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah.
Like, not everything is a conspiracy. It's just marketing.
Exactly. Anyway, thanks, Lawn Shed. I really appreciate it. That came out of the blue. That was me ordering yesterday through Ian, and
I was about to say, I haven't fucking heard shit about
yeah,
this. eh?
surprise, motherfucker. Yeah, he's a super good dude, and he just thought, why not?
Beauty.
Fucking why
Why
not?
not? Let's give back.
Yeah, why not?
Let's give back at someone else's expense.
No, it's good, man. I really enjoy working with the people we do. Big ups to Mower Merch. Check me fucking shirt out. I love these shirts.
Yeah, I just ordered some custom singos.
Yeah. Oh, did ya?
Yeah,
I need to get a couple more singos. I didn't realise how fucking hot it was getting.
Yeah,
Till I was out. Did you see me on the beach?
I think so. Yes.
How wide am I?
In the hole? Were you in a hole? No.
No, I just
Okay.
that's the fucking shape my body leaves after I sit down on the sand.
Yeah, no, I just ordered some custom. I don't have them yet, but
Nice. Catch
yeah.
Pro ones?
Okay, so I'm getting a Mole Merch one to rep it.
Yep.
I'm getting a Skull Sessions one.
Yep.
I'm getting a Benny Hoover one. I'm getting a Landscape Pro one, which we don't quite have a logo yet, but it's going to be a very simple logo. And we're going to do a fun sort of Catch Pro one, like a bit of a, like not, it's not going to be something that you would wear to a quote or something.
I can't wait for that one.
Might be like a little bit cartoony, sort of street, sort of. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So people might not remember, but I was talking about purchasing a new car on our
yep.
last episode. That was awesome. And look, apologies for the last episode. It actually uploaded out of sync. There was so much chopping and changing. The audio, I could not synchronize it with the video. So we just scrapped the video and just went with the audio. So that's why.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well. Look, we had a lot of fun recording that episode.
Yeah.
But it was mayhem here.
It was,
We had contractors here. We had what else happened?
Some guy fucking from the NBN just walked into your house.
Yeah, but then
Hello.
didn't we had a delivery or something?
There was a delivery. There was a contractor rolled up. So it was a fucking 3 hour, like almost 3 hour episode that had to.
And you can tell we were
chop
getting
up.
pretty loose on it.
Yeah, we were pretty loose.
But
Yeah, so we bought a new car, fucking loving it. And we had it for 3 days.
before BJ fucking crashed it.
No, someone fucking hit and run on us. The dogs. Fucking dogs.
Yeah, that's pretty sad, man.
Yeah,
when
we
you
were-
sent me the photo, I was like, oh, damn.
I was so upset. Actually, was it when I left here?
It was that day.
Yeah, it was that day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
so
that
it was on the
day.
Friday. They fucking bopped it. Yeah, it looks like someone's just fucking ran straight into the side.
That was like the day when,
Either that or they're carrying around a fucking bowling ball in their pocket.
that was like the day I remember I think it was Christmas Day, and I reversed my car into Vicky's car, eh? And it's like, when, let's say you have a little boo-boo in a car park, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I hit someone else's car, and you're like, oh, well, I mean,
Would you leave a note? Don't fucking.
it depends on the damage.
Okay. If there's none.
I've never really done it.
Yeah.
So that's why I was sort of like, I've done a really bad one before on a street
Yeah.
where like my old truck, the tow ball went through the car
Oh, fuck.
like a proper incision.
Yeah.
And then when I tried to drive away, I was doing like a little,
Like a shuttle.
like a piggyback.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Where I was just skull dragging this car by its door.
Fuck. That's heavy.
No, but yeah, there's nothing worse than reversing your car into one of your other cars.
Yeah.
Because then you have to deal with both of the muck.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just hated seeing my wife so upset. She was like, because with the Prado, like it's kind of a thing that that was one of my life goals because, 2014, before I even started my mowing business, I was like, all right, we're having a win. I bought her a Prado. It wasn't a new one, but it was exactly what she wanted. It was black. The fucking interior was mint. Right price. It was like 23 grand. So about 23 grand. It was a beautiful car. And 6 months and fucking head-on collision, and then we had to get the Kluger and stuff. And it's been a brilliant car. If anyone wants to buy a fucking Kluger, let me know. And so we needed some. It's time to upgrade. So we fucking upgrade, and then away she goes. And my wife was so upset, and I hate that. So yeah, but we drove it up to Harvey Bay. Beautiful car.
Well, we want an upgrade to a 7-seater, but I told Vic, I was like, look, let's just chill because we're doing so much to the house still.
Yeah, I don't fuck around. We're getting our driveway scraped next week. So that'll be interesting to see what's underneath this fucking.
I need some scrapes, eh?
Always. Yeah, we got this random garden bed. It's like these massive, big sandstone fucking rocks are just concreted into the ground. I don't know what the fuck's under it. Could be a fucking grave. I don't know. Giant grave.
I was hoping that we'd find some drug money here when we excavated the pool.
Oh, that would have been so good.
Didn't even hit a drain, eh?
They wouldn't fucking tell you if they found it though.
I was with them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
So today, contractors, we're going to talk about the state of the industry, and we're going to touch a little bit on some mental health stuff.
Yeah.
Only because it is tough times at the moment, and I hate to put a blanket over the whole industry because it's not tough everywhere.
No, I think Melbourne and
Down south
Adelaide
seems to be doing
okay.
right. Yeah, and WA, I think
I think they're prepared for any sort of dry weather. So
from what I understand, almost every place has irrigation.
Yeah.
Things like that. So, look, like I said, I hate to put a blanket over the whole industry, but we do have a shitload of listeners in Queensland and New South Wales, and realistically, even if your market is pinging at the moment, there's things that we can talk about that will help you prepare, because I think I said it in the last couple of weeks, we all have short memories about, really trying times.
Yeah.
Like 2018, I do remember seeing on LMCA, with just really intense water restrictions.
Yep.
All of the, and I mean, it's been 5 years, right? But it feels like it's no time has passed.
Yeah.
So, and we forget so easily, like, crazy bushfires that were international news.
Well, I mean, fucking bushfires, dude. They're raging at the moment. I saw a map of like Australia, and the amount of bushfires is incredible. So I hope everyone's staying safe out there. But
and in the Australian industry, seriously, like in the green industry, we have overcome so many things in this last 5-year period.
Yeah.
And look, we may have overcome even more in a longer period. It's just that, around that time is when I started personally getting a little bit involved in, some of the background stuff and caring more beyond my just fucking mowing run. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Everything from wild bushfires and droughts to COVID,
to stock shortages, part shortages,
and then floods. The industry, like, obviously that doesn't mean like, oh, hey, I'll survive this.
Yeah.
Because, business wise, that businesses went down during all those times.
100%. Yeah.
But it's just a really great time to regather and to stay confident and be positive.
Yeah.
And to just look outside the box a little bit.
I have noticed I've seen a lot more businesses for sale in the last, couple of months. I think a lot of people have noticed the weather pattern has changed. And look, I feel like there is a change in the weather. I think there is like a block of time where you get like rain, and then you get drought, and then you get fucking crazy, like the crazy winds that we've had lately. That's a lot of the problem, because we have had a few showers of rain come through, but with the winds, it's just vacuuming the moisture straight out of the ground. But I think a few of the oldies are just jumping ship before they know that it's going to get real tough, and they don't want to have to fucking work in this sort of climate and dust bukkake every day and things like that. But yeah, like even us with the villages, like I always say, like I've tried to restrict the impact that droughts will have on my business, but we still have to hustle to fucking make ends meet.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Body Corpse because I believe it was Nathan Dunn. Hopefully it was. Had a really nice comment, tagged both of us, saying that he was super stoked to pick up his first Body Corp.
Yeah.
And that it was great for his business knowing that he had something locked in.
That's what it is. It's security, man.
And, like the residential game is obviously fantastic.
Yeah.
And there is only always going to be a certain amount of room for contractors in the Body Corp strata field. But we see so many complaints and posts about your $30 guy or your guy who's going to do the first mow for free and all of that stuff. None of that shit happens in the body corporate sector.
No, it's a whole different list of fucking problems.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, if you are in that residential game and you're finding it hard to compete at the moment because there are these, semi-retired or dull bludger types that, like, don't even treat them as your competitors. Get out of that space and start looking into the body corp space.
Yeah.
And look, a nice even mix of resis and body corps is fantastic.
Yeah.
I was speaking to Tyson, my homie over at EPMS, and just about business in general, like, hey, how you guys going, rah, rah. I mean, they've still got franchises for sale.
Yeah.
And at some of their body corp buildings, he said, look, we just do anything to make noise, make sure we get our paycheck. Some of the guys are, washing the buildings or...
Yeah. My boys have got a pressure cleaner on all the time now. So they've got our little... It's not a massive pressure cleaner, but they can rock up to one of our smaller body corps and... one of them can be touching up the hedges and knocking out any weeds, and the other can be fucking pressure cleaning the gutters or just whatever needs doing.
And the good news, at least in the game, is that the hedges are still on.
Yeah,
the hedges are still on. Your grass isn't good.
No.
But the hedges are still on.
Cleanup's a dog too when you fucking can't just mow it up.
Well, you just do it anyway.
Yeah,
right? I know I do.
Just fucking sucking the life out of it. We've been lucky with the hedges are still on for us as well. But yeah, that pressure cleaner, that's paid for itself 10 times over this year. So, I'm trying to look at other avenues as well, where if we don't have, like I hired an aerator for a week next week, and I'm just gonna fucking just plug every fucking place I've got, and then obviously I made my lawn shed order, and I got a bunch of granular soil wetter, so I don't have to water it in or anything like that. And yeah, man, fucking just keep my fingers crossed.
And things like that are pretty untapped in Queensland.
Yeah, I think now is the time to offer that shit.
Yeah, and look, obviously the client, you have to upsell it to the client. Yeah. And I don't know that clients are in the state of mind where they're like, no, well, we're not spending money at all.
Yeah.
I think there's still money to be spent. Mm-hmm. So the upsell is there, but it would be very difficult to justify paying to get the grass cut when it just doesn't need cutting.
That's exactly right. It's a short term. It's more for people who really appreciate having a nice yard and things like that. And body corps, again, they... I'm offering it to all my body corps. I got one, and it's like, it's like $5 or $6 grand. Like at the end of the day, like, aerating and fucking, chucking down soil wetter, and then I can just walk away and hope that there's a shower, down the road. Because I made sure that. So originally I was going to buy the stuff that you had to water in.
Yeah.
And then speaking to Ian, which is fucking good that he was on the other end of the phone. He's like, why don't you just get something that you don't have to water in? I was like, oh, yeah, sick.
Oh, this makes sense.
Oh, fuck yeah. So
I think another upsell at the moment is if you've got any clients that have golden cane palms, because what happens, what's been happening at the moment, because it's been hot, and then when those winds get up, those
Yeah.
palms, they just start going like, fuck you, and just
Yeah.
releasing, man.
I saw a lady yesterday at the flower shop. It was my mum's. It's actually my mum's birthday. Happy birthday, ma'am.
Happy birthday, mom.
Happy birthday, ma'am, Mrs. Beach. Yeah, I fucking went to grab her a bunch of flowers, and there's some chick in there buying fucking golden cane. And I was like,
People do that.
what? Yeah.
I've had a fucking gut full of mine.
Yeah.
That's what made me bring it up was the other day I sort of actually got myself into trouble. We were supposed to be going out for dinner,
Yeah.
and I burn a lot of our cardboard from Catch Pro because it just builds up so quick.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it, and then like I saw some palms, and I was like, oh, just do that, and then all of a sudden, I had a big thing going,
Bonfire.
and I just couldn't stop. And
I just couldn't stop.
well, it's like, okay, what's a couple more, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, fuck, I might as well just finish it.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't worry about that.
I'm hearing you.
3 days later, fucking waltz out in me morning coffee, and fucking there's a palm bukkake everywhere where I just cleaned up. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, if anyone, had customers right now with golden canes, I would be offering to sort of clean all those golden canes out.
Yeah.
Because they're all stressing at the moment. They're all dropping
Yeah.
all the fronds. So
Yeah, look, and I know that it's not an optimum time to mulch, but
why not?
because it's fucking so hot, and I get it. I get it's a hard job, but
Fuck that.
financially,
Drink some
fucking do it.
Have some fucking concrete.
Yeah, fucking
Hard enough.
get some fucking Gatorade in you.
I mean, it's not that hot.
No, it's not too bad. Like there have been some hot days thrown in,
Yeah,
but
but I mean, fuck, it's going to get 10 times worse
I
than
know
this.
yeah, it is. But yeah, just keep upselling all those fucking mulch jobs and sell them like we're in a drought, and be like, hey, this is going to retain the moisture in your gardens. You won't have to put as much water on just in case there's water restrictions.
I mean, none of it's bullshit, folks.
It's
all real facts.
Yeah, it's all relative. Like don't strike fear into them and be like, fucking, you're never going to have any more plants. But it makes sense. It's how we basically sell it in winter as well, anyway. So
Yeah, and if you're just looking, like I've been hearing stories, they're watching their bank accounts go down,
Yeah.
or they're just driving past jobs, and I've been there. I totally understand it.
Yep.
When I was there, it wasn't a time in my life that I really had to worry. Like, I didn't have children back then.
yeah,
This is obviously going back quite a while. So, for me, it was like, fuck yeah, let's go surfing, or, but I think the real businesses that have overheads and that need to provide for families, we see stuff, about people getting down, and they're like, well, what's the fucking point on going to work? And, like,
you're not going to be productive, and you're not going to go anywhere if you don't get up and just go.
yeah, and I think
Have a
that's-
plan.
Yeah.
Well, I think, you've got all this spare time. If you're driving past jobs, maybe just pick a day where you just don't bother and you fucking go and all the things. Because I know, as I drive down the road, I'm like, oh, fuck, I should quote that. Oh, fuck, I should quote that. And just walk in. Like, the worst thing they're going to say is no.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's right.
Honestly,
yeah.
it's fucking nothing. And even if you leave a card with them, fucking old mate contractor that's already got the job may fuck up. The manager might have a change of circumstance if they're doing it themselves, and they might be like, oh, this guy was pretty keen. I've got his card stuck to me fucking filing cabinet, and they'll give you a call. But nothing comes from nothing. So you literally have nothing to lose. If you're driving around doing fuck all anyway, spending money doing nothing, then just drop in. Doesn't matter. Take a chance.
And obviously, the last couple of years, there's sort of been an influx in ride-ons, ZTRs and general stand-ons. Um, and, some people, like I see, some of these machines up for sale all of a sudden. They're like, I just don't have the work. Rah, rah. And, you want to keep putting those machines to work just in case this isn't a long cycle,
Yeah.
because you've made that investment. And at the end of the day, most of those machines probably aren't costing more than $100 a week.
Yeah.
So, it's obviously easier said than done.
Yeah.
But really look at that situation and think, if this is a short cycle and, we look, I don't think it's going to be what it was the last 2-3 years. I don't think we're going to see that again for a while, but that was extreme. It doesn't need to be like that.
No.
I mean, it's almost as bad as what we're going through now. Like,
It's pretty full on.
there is nothing good about being able to watch grass physically grow.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
someone posted on my my boner vid last night. I forget who it actually was, but they were like, "Oh, I think this is our fault. We wished all the good weather away because they were so burnt out from just absolutely hammering for the last 3 years." So I do get that, and it is one of those things that there is extremes of both ends. Like,
I've said it a
remember
million.
when Sydney and Melbourne were like, "Fuck this rain off!" Like they were swamped. They couldn't get out for weeks at some stage there, and now all I want is fucking. If we got a week solid rain, I fucking would love it.
I've said it a million times. If we could just get like 2 storms
Yeah.
a week at night,
Yeah,
I mean, everything would be great.
and this wind can fuck right off.
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate that, the summertime that just brings,
It does,
especially being on anywhere coastline,
Yeah.
is bad. And I think most communities are within 50 k's of a coastline anyway.
Yeah, yeah, true.
So, anyway, I hope like all of this talk, being able to talk about it is somewhat going to be uplifting.
Yeah.
And people are always free to sort of reach out
Yeah, of course.
to either one of us.
Yeah, well, I was speaking to someone about a proposal for a body because in his mind, he's like, yes, I want to be in the body corporate world, and he's going for a really big village. It's big numbers on a smaller profile, so it's like over 7 acres is like nearly 170 units or something. So it's quite a densely sort of populated area, and the dollars that the managers told him just aren't adding up. And I get there are some, you can't charge $100 an hour when you're working in these villages. I can't anyway. If you can, fucking good on you. That's awesome. But like we can't work it to $100 an hour. We do 20% to 25% profit, which is what I aim for in the body corp realm, and I think that's pretty good. Puts us in a good area of not being too cheap, but we're not too expensive as well. So people kind of dig that. But yeah, he was he was really keen to get in, and I hope that he pursues it because it is good. The security is mad, and that's kind of what I've always said about the body corp world is it's just all about security.
And also, I think sometimes people get a little bit confused about what we mean with body corp. Obviously, BJ is doing like
yeah.
big villages, but I mean, the body corp can be, like you could have a whole run made up of 1 hour jobs.
And when I say body
Just
corp, I kind of mean commercial as well because
Yeah, commercial's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I would be targeting businesses,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
anywhere that has to have
it's a
you know,
tax
well-
write-off for them as well. Like that's another bonus for them. Like it's a tax write-off. and-
Anyone that just has to have well presented gardens.
Yeah. Pick an industry that's booming right now and fucking target them and be like, hey, fucking why don't you remulch the gardens 3 times a year? It'd be a good tax write-off.
But like I think I used to have like 120 blocks of units that I mean some of them were just like a footpath with a couple of common area gardens.
Yeah.
You'd be there for an hour. So, you know, like when we talk about this body corp scene, we're not necessarily talking about huge villages where you're putting all your eggs in one basket. It's really just about obtaining those jobs, locking them in for a certain amount of cuts or services per year,
Yeah.
and then having the opportunity then to upsell.
Yeah.
You know what you'll have at your minimum, but you can always build upon that.
Yeah. And be prepared not to like if you rock up and there's nothing to mow, then you need to find something to do there. Like you can either
Oh, you can have a win every now and then.
yeah, you can have a sneaky win, but I think like having a look around and actually making something or making your presence really well known. Like if you're just out there fucking creating a big dust storm, then yeah, residents will be pissed off because there's always someone looking at you, always someone fucking poking their eyes out of their fucking little curtains.
Another thing too, like I don't know whether, I don't think this would be an easy thing to approach any customer, but
OnlyFans.
at the moment, I've talked about my grey water. I mean, my lawn is fucking green and growing. I mowed it last Friday, and I'm going to hit it again.
Have you seen what MG's doing?
I haven't, but I know.
So Marky from IMO, he's been on the podcast before. He's got some really good, very, very like niche, like for in my eyes anyway. He's got really cool customers, and he gets a watering truck out, and they literally fucking blanket water the frontages of all these houses, which is incredible. Like
They're pretty cheap too, like water trucks.
Liquid gold.
The lady gets them in over at the farm.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no fucking water to drink at the moment.
Yeah.
So she fills up a series of tanks, and yeah, I mean, 18,000 liters costs like $360 or something.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Is it nice? Is it filtered? Is it Fiji water?
Nah, it's just straight gutter water, wouldn't it be?
Straight gutter water, yeah. Probably.
Oh no, what I mean is straight off the gutters into a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Straight gutter water. Like in fucking India and stuff like that, some of them use that gutter oil. Have you heard about that stuff?
No.
Yeah, fucking. I don't even know if it's India. It could be another country, but they use oil that's been used before.
Yeah, okay.
Poo-poo oil.
Like your bar oil.
Yeah. Who else uses fucking old mower oil for bar oil?
I do.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I mean, I
it's not
used
like
to
I'm
anyway. I don't as much now.
I still do.
Do you?
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
why not?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. It's just a bit thinner.
Just a
bit
little,
darker.
little bit chunkier. I got to have a run with the Milwaukee fucking chainsaws. I haven't really used a commercial battery chainsaw before. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, the only one I really used, well, actually, I've used a few. I've used the Greenworks, used the Egos, used an Echo,
Nice.
which was really nice. Haven't used a Still or a Husky,
Yeah.
but I believe they're up there with some of the best.
Yeah, the Milwaukee one just fucking, I was cutting down like 20-foot fucking trees.
Yep.
So at the 40, obviously, we ain't fucking mowing. So yeah, we just spent the day cutting down, dead trees and vines and shit like that. Some of the vines were bigger than the trees we're cutting down. And yeah, I rang Travis from Milwaukee and I was like, hey man, any chance of a demo of some chainsaws? He's like, oh yeah. He's like, where are you? I told him where I was. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm cruising around that area. I'll fucking drop in some chainsaws. I was like, fuck yeah.
Trav's cool, eh?
He's a good egg. He saves me fucking pull starting the still. I love that fucking. I love that. Oh, there's something behind us. I love that chainsaw, but yeah.
Vicky actually came into the door and was like, do you want me to close this? And I was like, nah, we'll be all right. And then she's fucking...
Hey, Vic.
Going spam on the bloody sticky tape.
Oh, that was nice. I got some fucking anus relief.
Yeah,
How's your back?
I'm like frozen, eh?
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sore.
I don't know why. I haven't been mega physical. But,
Yeah, I fucking ran for the first time the other day. I was like, oh, I can still do this. That's nice. Chasing Archie around the beach. fucking felt in the legs and the feet after that. But, you know,
Get the titties out.
fuck, did you see that? How big are they?
Well, I mean, I got a titty problem too.
Yeah. Mine started a lot earlier than yours though. Fuck, I've had titties since grade 10. But yeah, no, it's good to get away too. Like if you can, like if you're in a financial position where you can get away, get out of this headspace, go away, even if it's just for a weekend. You know, just have a think about business and where you want to go and what you want to do. I think that's, you know, we went away for the weekend and yeah, it was for my birthday and but it was really good. I actually got to catch up with Rob Shearer from Skag and we went out to dinner and fuck, he's a bad influence.
Did he pay?
No.
Dog.
No. He's got no fucking company credit card now.
Yeah. Still.
No, it was good, man. It was really good to catch up. We fucking went to dinner at Urangan. There's a really nice pub there, overlooks the water. And we were staying right next door, so it was super convenient for us. But yeah, I think I put like $25 of coins and notes into the claw machine, keep the kids entertained. Poor Archie, because he's allergic, like proper allergic to dairy. There was one
Saddens me so much.
fucking poor kid, man. It's not from me. Like I'm fucking dairy all day, like, you know. But he breaks out in a rash and fucking gets real sick and sucks. But anyway, there was one packet of gummy lollies just sitting on one of those chocolate machines, like sitting on top, and I was like, and you know, Rob's a bad influence, so I'd had a fucking few by then, and I was like, I'm gonna get that, and fuck, did I try? I put some money into that, I didn't get anything, so I felt bad. So as soon as we got back to the room, I just pulled out some pocket lollies. I'm like, fuck, there you go. Pretended to get them out of the cupboard. Poor fella.
So look, just getting back to industry talk, the state of the industry, the, you know, state of contractors' mind at the moment. Yep. Obviously, this is supposed to be a feel-good episode where if you're a contractor that's in a little bit of trying times at the moment, we want to be able to sort of give these contractors the best chance to just pull through this period. Did you have anything else that you know, you've done in your time? Obviously your business is a little different, I understand that, and I'm not necessarily talking about the upsell, but the actual state of mind, like still waking up every morning.
Yeah, that's the most important. I think being active in your business is still the most important thing,
because what I want to talk about is opportunities. And you know, like I have been through all of this before. Yeah. And I remember...
Well, you've been through it more than once.
Yeah, and I just remember, you know, it's going back quite some years, but I was at a point once going through a really tough period where a lot of my friends, I was just that age where they were moving out of apprenticeships. They might have been in their second or third year of actual tradesman stuff. You know, so they were experiencing, you know, high wages and stuff. And I had this mowing business where I was kind of my own boss.
Yeah.
It was really up to me how successful I was going to be. And I remember, you know, I just, you know, would look through the diary and I'd be like, I got like 4 mowing jobs on.
Yeah.
And I remember feeling really discouraged and being like, well, if I've only got 4, like I might as well just fucking do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I was really lucky to be able to dig myself out of that hole, because it's not the right attitude.
Yep.
Sure, you can have a win every now and then and be like, fuck yeah, I might do all this and have Friday off. That's great, positive stuff. Yeah. That is good. But, you know, if it's a Tuesday and you're like, well, I can combine that day with that day, and, you know, I might just sit around and make a nice feed or watch TV or fucking wank or whatever it is.
Yeah, fucking wank 6 times.
But I think what was always great about my attitude, obviously not in this particular time, but when I eventually dug myself out of it, it was like, I'm going to get up at 6 o'clock every morning. I'm going to go and do those jobs. And you know what? If I'm done by 9:30, I'm going to spend 3 hours drumming up more business, cold calling, doing whatever it is that I can do to build upon. Because in a normal, typical season, let's say if you had 4 or 10 jobs to do in a day, 14 days later, you'd be doing them again.
Yep.
In this type of climate and cycle that we're in right now, it might be 21.
Yeah.
It's
fucking,
could be 31.
yeah, it's stretching.
So to be able to fill in your days in advance in those diaries, you know, I really think you still have to get out there every day, and you really have to be looking, because don't forget, you know, you're looking for it, and there is other contractors that aren't as motivated as you that are just folding businesses,
Yeah.
you know, so
They've thrown it in the too hard basket.
so if you got 10, and look, I don't want to diss those people directly. We all have different things going on in our lives, but you know, if you've got people in your area that are selling 32V rides or pro stances, whatever these machines that they invested in, something might come up. A block slash might come up, or something. You know, like there could be. You know, there is always going to be opportunities. It's the one thing in our industry that we always have control over is opportunity.
Exactly.
And being able to create that opportunity, you know, like I look at it, you know, because when the industry struggles, Catch Pro struggles too, right? And
well, just the other day you were saying, thinking about new products, and you like I knew as soon as you said that, I was like,
well, I really stressed myself out because, you know, we, you know, obviously when I was in Greenscape Solutions, I can remember back as early as when we got our Skags.
yep.
I already had machines. You didn't at the time. You just turned one over. So, like you had machines, but
Clipper,
no, but like I already actually had machines. And I remember sitting there thinking like, man, I got to go find, like, I got to put these machines to work.
Yeah.
And I think it was you picked up that huge subdivision out at fucking Whoop Whoop.
Out at Red Bank Plains.
Something like that, yeah.
That was actually so fun. We fucking jumped in together and
And then not long after that, the 40 Acres appeared, which was a proper game changer.
Yeah, huge.
So, you know, it's one thing that you're always in control of as a contractor is opportunity.
Yeah.
Some just come out of the universe as a gift. Some you have to hustle and create that opportunity for.
I've been hustling hard. Like I'm not like trying to big note myself, but the last 2 months we have broken our record. Like not our profit record, but our turnover record has been, you know, up there. I haven't worked out any of the profit margins on the last 2 months, but and it's just purely from hustling. It's been fuck all. Like we haven't had fuck all to mow. Like I think I was talking to Scotty this morning and from Ulladulla, and I was saying, I went to fucking service the V ride because I'm like, I have like my intervals when I service things, and fuck, she was way off, like way off. So, and that brings me to another point. If there's anyone down south that's doing some Skag content, hit me up. Fucking send me some photos. Tag me in some posts because, I'd love to be resharing, and, you know, if I'm not mowing myself, I'd love to be putting some fucking Skag content out there. So, we really like everybody corp got the same email asking them if they wanted, you know, all these extra services that we offer. And I know like not everyone can go and drop like $1,000 on a pressure cleaner and things like that, but there are cheaper options. Like, you know, if you've got good paying customers too.
I mean, you can pick up a $500 job with a pair of Sekis if you want to.
Yeah, there's
just shovel and a rake.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you've just invested, especially the new guys out there. It is hard because they've obviously just
something else that is a little bit tough for some of the new people in the industry. I've seen that some of them, you know, the people that have come in the last 3 years, like they're not familiar with quoting.
Yeah.
They haven't had to quote much.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they might have bought franchises that have existing runs.
Yeah.
People, you know, have bought independent runs.
I think a really good option as well, if you are struggling, I think a little investment all the lead services. There's tons. And look, just don't be picky. Just fucking, as long as it's not costing you money to do the job, just do the job. Like, do it. If it's a shitty cleanup, it's a fucking shitty once-off lawn. Like, if it's not costing you more to get out and do that job, 10 shit jobs is better than none.
That's right. Yeah, well, I mean,
it's pretty simple maths. So yeah, look, just do what you can to get through these shitty times, and it's not going to fucking stay dry forever. Like, we're looking to get some rain this weekend, and I hope it comes through. It'll probably just keep the dust at bay, but it's got to break soon. And realistically, we don't see mega rains here until December,
yeah, I reckon.
January.
Yeah, around Christmas time when you start getting those haggis storms,
Yeah.
like when it's like 2 o'clock in the arvo and you're like, "Fuck, it's grey."
Yeah,
And then it starts turning green.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck?
And then after dinner, the sun comes back out.
you can feel the fucking static in the air.
That's proper childhood memories, eh?
Yeah, I know. Running home to fucking beat the storm. Just don't get that anymore. Kids fucking don't walk anywhere.
I can't remember. Oh yeah, the thing that I was saying about when the industry struggled, Catch Pro, we face the same struggles.
Yeah.
Not nationally, but regionally, we feel it. And I still put so much pressure on myself. Like if sales haven't been where I wanted them to be, I'm the same. I'm like, I've got to make a video on Instagram and I've got to show this in a different way, or I have to, come up with this. And so I just think being as productive as you can and not letting don't get kicked when you're already down.
Yeah.
Get up and, just even if it's as simple as making a list with a couple of goals, like, all right, I need to go and find X amount of income for this day or that day or whatever.
And if you have had a bit of a rough day, don't jump on fucking social media. Just chill. Just fucking do something that you love to do, even if it's going fucking sit down the waterfront or something. Because as soon as you jump on social media, like we said earlier, the whole country's not in the same distress that we are up here in, Sydney's copping it as well as us up here in Brizzy.
And further north is pretty bad too. So.
Yeah, tropical. It's a bit odd. But it just, when I jump on and I've had a shit day and I've been mowing shitty, dusty lawns, the last thing I want to do is jump on and see fucking people absolutely just balling, fucking mowing these thick green lawns, and they're only fucking 5 hours down the road. I'm like, no.
Well, I mean, I obviously, because I'm different, I love to see it. So,
do you?
Well, no, when I say I'm different, like I'm not out there in the dust.
Yeah, true.
I'm not in the trenches. So, it was funny though. I cleaned out a bunch of me stuff and I saw one of my old Greenscapes cards. Yeah, brought back some memories.
Bro, I just fucking, when I was writing out my notes, I was leaning on a 2018 diary.
Yeah, I got older ones than that.
Do you really?
Yeah, I was waiting for the wind. I'm gonna burn them all.
Yeah, couple of things there. Fuck, man, there was a fire.
Couple of things, couple of boxes.
Couple of boxes. There's I don't know if it was an arsonist, but I know one of the incidents was an arsonist. So we went away for the weekend and we fucking get a Facebook notification from our local group. Someone lit 9 fires on our street.
Wow.
Yeah, so you know where the hospital is? So we live on a fairly busy road, but we're actually in a slip road, so we're away from the main traffic. And some fuckwit 22-year-old man walked through the bush and
that's pretty old for lighting fires.
And he lit a fucking fire in a cemetery, and then he just continued on and just kept lighting fires all the way up the road. And it took him a while to get him out, but then
it astonishes me, right? Sorry to cut in.
No, that's all right.
Like, I have fires here all the time.
Yeah.
Controlled fires, obviously.
You don't wank in front of them, do you?
And
like,
I sometimes have a little pocket, a little pocket fiddle.
Pocket cum.
No, but, like I got like a fucking blowtorch or like an oxy. Like, I don't really mess around. And, there's been occasions where I just have to use a regular lighter, and fires aren't always easy to start, eh?
No. He's probably got a fucking pocket full of petrol or something. He's just fucking got it in a pump bottle.
Yeah, but even I mean, it's been a while now, but like even I've lit fires with petrol, and sometimes they fail.
Yeah, true that. But there was another one on Tuesday or Wednesday. Literally dropped Chloe off to school, and as we came over a hill that's just around the corner, I'm assuming someone lit it because it wasn't a super hot day. Yeah, someone's lit a fucking fire about 6 streets down from us, and it was across the road from a retirement village. And they had all the buses ready to rock and roll to get the oldies out. We were at the site. We were where it was before the fucking firings were. So yeah, that's how close it was to our house. And the fireys are on our street too, so we beat them there.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. People are tapped in their head.
Not sure why people would want to start fires.
It's fucking kids, man. They're just bored and ready to fuck shit up.
Yeah. It was funny. I hadn't had a lot of feedback about last week's episode, but I'm still getting feedback about the Jim's conversation.
Oh, people are like, you should interview Jim. It's like, well, fucking Jim.
I'll interview Jim.
I've got no problems with Jim. Fucking Jim can give us a buzz or send us a message or whatever.
I've had some of like Jim's colleagues. Well, I don't know if colleagues is the right word, but people who work around Jim who have reached out. But I'd like to hear from Jim personally.
Yeah, me too.
So let us know if you want that interview.
Yeah. That'd be fucking funny. We'd have to have it in house though. Jim has to come and join us here.
He has to sit in the seat.
He has to sit in the scullies.
Exciting news though. All the PLP boys, they're still in America. Actually, Paul sent me a video while we're actually shooting.
Oh, really?
He's in Times Square right now.
No way.
But when he gets back, there's going to be a PLP takeover.
Really?
And we're going to do some sort of round table with Paul Sheehan and maybe 1 or 2 other representatives. We don't know who they are yet.
We could just all fucking sit in a circle and give each other hand jobs.
Yeah, sure we can.
Yeah. I don't want you. Your fucking hands are rough as shit.
But that'll be a really exciting episode that people will be able to get, another piece of really cool Australian business history from, and probably get a lot of insight because people think they know stuff about businesses, but they don't really know that much.
No. And look, fucking PLP, they're a pretty open book, man. Like they offered before my event, they offered people the chance to go and have a tour, and I think there was a fair few people that took.
Oh man, there's at least 10 or 15.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure, like, if you can organise groups, that they would have no issues.
Also, to all of our Fox listeners, BJ and I are making an appearance on the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
BJ doesn't know about this.
Surprise.
So
this is episode full of surprises.
I'm not going to mention the venue because then everyone can. It is a Fox event.
Oh, cool.
And happens to be local to us. So
is Leo going to be there?
Leo's going to be there.
Oh my God, open mouth patches.
So to all the Fox guys, we'll see you on the 11th.
Fuck yeah.
And we can, it'd be cool to just catch up.
Is it the 11th of November?
Yeah, 11th to the 11th.
Oh, okay, cool. Fuck yeah.
Couple of minutes silence at the same time. We'll go to 11 o'clock at night too, eh?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, until then, I'm at Catch Pro. He is at TBL, and we're out of time.